How's it going, YouTube? This is Michael from Underground Studios here, and today I'm going to show you my favorite tweaks and jailbreak hacks for your jailbroken iPad. So these all work on the iPhone and iPod Touch as well, but I'm going to show you on the iPad because I think a lot of them look the coolest on the iPad. So we're going to go right into this now. I assume a lot of you know what jailbreaking is, and it's pretty much hacking your iPad to install special stuff. Originally, it was to get on the iPhone. It was to be able to run on any carrier you wanted to. So instead of AT&T, that's what originally the goal was. But then it spread to games and then tweaks and customizations, and here we are today. So the first thing I want to show you is called Springboard Settings. And as you know, in iOS 4.2 on the iPad, you can swipe across here and change your brightness, sound, and that's about it, as well as rotation, like that. But that's kind of limited. So what Springboard Settings does is it extends those features.
8:30.
It's 8:30. So you swipe across your menu bar, and this drop-down menu comes up, and you can see several things on here. You can turn Wi-Fi on and off. So if I turn it on, and turn it off. So you got that, and you got brightness settings, Bluetooth, processes, data, SSH, and airplane. So processes, say settings is taking up too much RAM, you can just force quit it like that. And it also gives you some information about your Wi-Fi and stuff down there. And then right up here in the top bar, I have it set so that it tells me how much RAM is left on the iPad, and that's 137 megabytes. So if you push this, it's going to take you into the settings app for Springboard Settings, and it shows you everything you can do with it like that. So that's kind of cool. And also, there's one more thing I should mention on this. You swipe here. If you hit this power button, it gives you a lot of options. You can reboot, power off, lock, safe mode, any of those things for your iPad. So if I hit lock, it's going to lock it. And my iPad is kind of greasy. So that's Springboard Settings. It's a pretty cool thing. The next thing I want to show you is infinite folders. Now, on the iPhone, you can put 12 apps in a folder. And on the iPad, you can put, I think it's 16. That's not enough in my opinion. You should be able to put folders in folders, which you still can't do. You can with one tweak, and I might review that someday, probably not. But what infinite folders does is it lets you scroll your folders. So I can just flick up, and I can put as many apps as I want in a folder this way, and it's infinite. So I've condensed my game folders. I used to have 3 or 4 game folders, and I've condensed them all into one folder. Now, if you really like organization, you might not like this. You might want separate folders for categories of games. But really, I find this fine. It's nice. Social, I don't think I have scrollable, no. And utilities, I can scroll that too. So you can scroll folders that way. It's a nice and easy thing. Lets you clear up your home screen. And you can see I only have one page here now. And the next thing I'm going to... What's it called? I just forgot. Okay, it's called Barrel. So what Barrel does, there's a setting for it in System Preferences, or Settings, I guess. I'm used to the Mac version. So what you're going to see here is a menu, and it says Normal, Cube, Inside, Cube, Outside, Page, Curl and Roll Away, or Vertical Scrolling, Page Fade. Now you're probably wondering what these all do. What they do is they change how your springboard is going to look. So normally when you swipe across pages, they just slide across, which looks decent. But it's not the most handy thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move some of these icons over to the next page so I can show you really how it works. So what I've done here on the iPad is I've moved icons over to the next page so you get the swiping effect again, which I had all on one page so you can see that. So we're going to go back into here into the Barrel Preferences, and I'm going to select Cube Inside. Now what this does is, here just a second, when you switch pages it gives it a different effect, and it's kind of freshens up the user interface if you're thinking it's getting a little dull and stale and boring. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swipe to the next page, and you can see it's going to do a whole cube effect. Now the more icons you have on your page and the closer they are together, the cooler it looks. So this tweak actually looks better on the iPhone and iPod Touch because the icons are close together. But you can see how they do this barrel effect. and it works the same way with Spotlight Search. So I'm just going to type a whole bunch of stuff here so that this bar comes up, and you'll be able to really see it now, because when I turn this corner, you're going to see the whole big thing slide around, and it does look pretty cool in my opinion. My favorite is Cube Outside, so you can see how that looks. It looks cool. And then they also work in landscape as well. So you have that. Then there's a couple more here which aren't my favorite. So the next effect with this here is going to be page slide down. And this one I found to be a little bit glitchy. You're going to be able to swipe back and forth between your two home screens like so. So yeah, I don't know. And it wasn't in my favorite, but page slide up, probably my least favorite. It's kind of confusing actually. Wait, that's not page slide up. Oh, it's just the opposite, never mind. Vertical scrolling is the one I don't like the most. Cut and roll away, it's kind of a novelty kind of a thing. It's not something that looks good unless you have a lot of icons. But when you do have a lot of icons, they actually form a ring, kind of like you can see right there. So, looks kind of cool. And vertical scrolling, this is the one I don't like. No matter which way you swipe, it's going to scroll up and down. So it looks kind of weird. And then page fade is nice and simple, but it's kind of boring. You can see how they just kind of fade into each other, and that one fades into that one. So that's kind of what I wanted to show you on my iPad as far as, what am I trying to say here? I don't even know. Oh, as far as jailbreaking hacks type tricks and stuff. Oops. So that's pretty much it. If you like these videos, please subscribe, and feel free to check out my MSComputerVideos channel as well. I do a lot of content on there. And also follow Underground Studios on Twitter, and look for a link below. Don't count on it. So that's about all for this video. This is Michael with Underground Studios here, with a video of my favorite jailbreaking tweaks and hacks. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.